Okay, let's just wrap up with talking about how we apply our knowledge to make us more flexible with knowing how to convert certain fractions to decimals. So we should be building on our knowledge of the ones that we're picking up along the way. So we've picked up that 1/3 is 0.333. So we should then very confidently be able to tackle something like 2/3. If we know what 1/3 is, then we should be able to use that knowledge to solve 2/3 because it is just twice as big or a double, which would logically mean it's 0.666 or 6/10, 6/100, 6/1000. And given the nature of thirds, this, of course, could repeat further down the line for infinity if we pleased. Let's apply this knowledge to 1/4. If we know 0.25, then of course we should be confident with something like 3/4, knowing that it's just 3 times as big, or 3 lots of 2/10 and 5/100. Or we could think of it as 3 lots of 25/100, so 0.75. 1/5 we know is 0.2 or 2/10. So of course 4/5 should be 4 groups of 2/10, so 8/10 or 0.8. 1/10 is 0.1, which is obvious. However, we should be able to apply this knowledge to something like 1/20, which is not a decimal. However, 1/20 must be exactly half of 1/10. So half of a tenth would be half of 10/100, which is 5/100 or 0.05. And lastly, let's return to 1/4 again. If we know that is 0.25, then we should also be able to apply that to solving 1/8, one that we've already solved. However, if we are flexible with our understanding, we could use our quarter knowledge for this one and know that 1/8 is exactly half of 1/4. So it's half of 2/10 and 5/100, or half of 25/100, or better yet, it's half of 250,000. So if we understand that, then we know that it would be 125,000, or 1/10, 200ths and 5,000ths, 0.125. So again, we want to be really flexible with our understanding and our knowledge, and basing it in pictures and real examples of fractions, we can get really strong confidence with this skill.